Well, you got to give respect for jumping into the into my spawn. A lot of times, man, people just sit back in their spawn, so I'm not going to hate on TikTok, sad face, for that. With Warzone 2 on the horizon, I know a lot of you guys are going to be wanting to submit your gameplay on this channel for me to review and break down to help you guys out and give you important tips and tricks. That's why I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by Outplayed. With Outplayed, you guys can go through and select all of your favorite games, allowing the program to automatically clip your best moments without you even having to think about it. And again, all you have to do is type in the game you want to add, click it, and now this game will go ahead and automatically start bookmarking all of your kills, all of your assists, and all of your deaths. It highlights every time I get a kill. I got a down, and there it is. I got another down over here, there it is. And then I killed his teammate back to back, and there it is. This has saved me so much time and effort going through endless hours of footage. This program runs silently in the background and hardly uses any resources while it's going. Go ahead and utilize my link in the description below to download this program and allow it to run silently in the background on your device, so you guys can capture your best moment by utilizing Outplayed to work for you. He got aggressive with it, and it was just COD timing. When two people approach a corner like that, it really is just who reacts the fastest. I instantly drop shotted him, which threw him for a fucking loop. So again, a little bit of drop shot action can save your life. Now, here we are moving on to PR La Bestia. Does that mean the best in Spanish? I don't know, but he's landing in an area that me and my friends are convinced AI players land at. So we should see him get a lot of good, easy kills in this area. As far as where to land, this is a very bad spot to land for loot. Very bad spot. I mean, notice right now, right? There's nothing in these things. There's really not many buildings. You have a few, but the idea of looting this entire area and getting 10 grand, very slim. And look how big this fucking area is. Now let's go to somewhere like here. You can get 10 grand in here. You can get 10 grand in here. You can get 10 grand right here. It's a way smaller area than all of dig site. So it takes more time to loot dig site. You're vulnerable at dig site. And your rotations honestly aren't even that good. You have a balloon over here you could take, but it just kind of puts you in a bad spot. He might get lucky and find a key card, which could be a blessing. But that's really RNG at the end of the day. You're just relying on the randomly generated loot to kind of bless you. So I don't really, oh, it's the beast. Learn something new every day, brother. And look, when you're playing this game to get better, you got to just hot drop. La Bestia might be a beast. Might be the best player in the world. We don't know. I'm not really thinking that from where we're looting and what we're doing and movement and everything, but you want to get a good start. You want to try your best in the first zone to get at least 6 kills. 6 kills in first zone will be drastic for a lot of newer players. If you get 10 kills in the first zone, you're on PR pace for sure. But it's going to be a long time before we actually see an enemy. The server's already half dead, and we are far from zone, so not really a huge fan of the start. All right, so we got a sniper, we got a Kilo, we got a UAV. Kilo's not a bad gun to use. He's got a red dot, the hollow on it, so it's more for like a close-ish medium range. But again, if using this weapon set, which I'm not against, you just got to play correctly. When using this weapon set, you got to make sure you do not push in buildings. Do not push in buildings. Now it's weird I'm saying that because I always tell you guys to get aggressive. Why am I saying that? 4 letters. PPSH. Do not go in a fucking building. You will get waxed with this Kilo. I promise you that. And again, look, we use a UAV. I think he used 2 UAVs, and no one's around. So again, going back to the drop, initially, bad start, slow start, everyone's dying, 50 players left, and UAVs really aren't doing anything for us. And by the time we get there, he'll be fucking gone. In fact, he might even be floating, I don't know. He's on the ground. You see him right there on the right-hand side, jumping off, going into the ravine, sliding to the rock. Easy fucking kill. Just pull up on this bitch. Now, again, we got to be careful. See how he jump? Okay. Wait for the reload, maybe? I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I'm gonna be... Oh! Yo, tip number 1. There's a vehicle driving around you. Don't go behind it. You'll get fucking clapped. Now, again, I'm glad he didn't get out and challenge him close range because, again, PPSH versus a kilo close range, you're going to get fucking... Oh, that's not the PPSH. Regardless, you're going to get waxed by that. Regardless. I probably would have played that rock that was over here. There's a nice long rock over here. I would have played that and shot him from a distance, but it worked. It worked because he's a moron, but it worked. It's still pretty questionable on his loadout choice. He could just get a quick pop with the Kar 98 if he's really accurate and then switch to his kilo. But from what we've seen so far, I'm not really predicting any crazy stuff like that. Again, we just got terrible momentum. We're really not doing much. We're super focused on God knows what. I love how he's going stealth after driving a vehicle over here. We're crouching, we're being very careful, but you just drove a vehicle. They better know you're fucking over here. But he just took the balloon and now he's gone. I'd love to see him get in an actual fight. Wait for him to turn up, man. Yo, Monster came back and got his fucking vengeance. Suck it. Monster! The guy that went behind the vehicle and got splatted. Oh, I love it. And moving on to somebody who's actually got a decent weapon, who's actually out here trying to fucking clap cheeks. We have a UAV jammer, or radar jammer, I should say. Mini-map jammer, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, we'll just call it a jammer. But again, dude, Monster is in kind of a bad spot, and it's always weird, especially in solos, to see people start off on such a slow game. You know, sometimes it just happens. You know, I'll land peeking solos, and there won't be nobody there, and then it's just kind of going around finding them. But again, dude, any player who plays this game enough, you should know where all the hot spots are going to be at, especially with depicting the circle, the plane route, everything. For instance, the plane routes over Arsenal all the way down to Capitol. You can guarantee Arsenal, Mines, Fields, and Capitol and Peak are going to be pretty motherfucking hot, especially Airfield and as well as Storage Town. If it's more favored runway, same situation. You always got to try to remember where the plane route's going to be at so that you can start predicting your next rotations, where the cluster of people drop to. Like, again, runway and beach. Runway's usually dead, so I wouldn't expect runway to have a fuck ton of people, but beachhead, complete opposite. Beachhead's pretty hot. Oh my, no. Yeah, I definitely don't want to spectate a guy camping on a rooftop. Oh, we might get clapped. Oh, bitch. Yeah, he's still gonna shoot at us. Is there a guy in there? I thought I just saw a dude standing in the window, but I think I might be on drugs. Not actually. He thinks it too. Player's biggest thing, I think, is just rotating where enemies are going to be at. I don't think I've ever made it to end game playing solos. Playing quads, sure, because my teams like to steal my kills. But playing solos, I don't think I've ever made it to end game with less than 10 kills. I don't even know if it's possible if you're playing super aggressive and playing rotations to get less than 10 kills if you're top 5. I just don't see it happening. If you're playing correctly, if you're rotating where enemies are, if you're using balloons to your advantage, if you're chasing down bounties, if you're chasing down big game bounties, things like that. What causes people to enter in games with 3 kills, 4 kills, 2 kills, no kills is shit like this. Granted, I think he's in his mini-map right now, so I'm not going to judge him too harshly. But normally people will do this. People will sit here. People will just post up. And again, you know, a lot of people are like, they're having fun. No one's having fun rocking 3 kills. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe people out here having the time of their fucking life, putting all their 3 kill games on TikTok, showing all their friends their 3 kill game. It's not possible. And again, I'm not coming at Moonster. I'm just using his 3 kills as an example. You just gotta have better starts. Again, I always talk about it. Go back to day 1 of Verdansk. For the first 6 months, where was everyone going? Superstore. Superstore started dying off towards the end because people had different rotations, different hotspots to go to, but all the goats were dropping Superstore to get as much action as they could to start their games off hot, to get as many kills early zone, and also to get the reps in and get as many fights in, also to kill the other sweats too. But here we are moving on. I like this camo, bro. I gotta admit. Little gold accents. It's kind of nice. Spectating Gare Bear. This is actually the kid that's camping on the rooftop. He ended up killing us after all. And again, I wasn't going at Moonster at all. He looked like his movement was okay. He looked like he was pretty aware of his surroundings. He got clipped just like he clipped the other guys. So, I mean, you know, and also going with that dude. If you're running in the open, you're just going from house to house in wide open areas like fields, or even this area here. It's like you got to avoid areas like that when you're rotating. For instance, right now, we're just rotating straight. We're not bouncing from rock to rock using the ridges and the trees and things like that. And I promise you right now, Warzone 2 is going to be very, very, very strategical when it comes to terrain. It's going to really depend not just on high ground, FOV, brother, not just on high ground, but playing the terrain in general. Dude, that motherfucking thing does not move. And again, for instance, if you're looking for other kills and stuff, like pass through big old compounds that you know people are going to be at. Not to mention, we're $700 away from a UAV. We can definitely get that there or even go here. It looks like he's going to go back to airfield. I feel like Gare Bear's got it together. He's definitely not a bot. If I had to guess his KD, I'd say he's probably a 1.7. Again, KD never correlates correctly. You could have the worst players in the world rocking a 3 KD because they just sit there, get 3 kills and die. But if I had to guess and put it in perspective, I'd say a 1.7. His accuracy is pretty decent. You hate getting shot by the M13, dying at M13? Yeah, I feel that, man. One thing I always wish is whenever they released a new game, they just redid Warzone and got rid of the old weapons. I think it would have brought a little bit of newness to the game. And a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying that, but again, dude, like when Cold War came out, it should have just been Cold War weapons only. When Vanguard came out, same situation. Just to give it a newer feel. Dying to old weapons like this is, I think, one of the reasons why this game just feels stale as shit. Because it's just, oh my god. No way is he just above us and not baiting that. He's got to be floating, right? Doesn't look like he's floating, but he's not. He should have definitely been baiting that, bro. Or at least should have saw that it's off the map now and peeked over the ridge, homie. Oh, there he is. Look at him prone in the... Look at this. Look at this. I wouldn't have shot him. I would have rapped on him, but... That's fine. I also wouldn't have had that gun. So many things I wouldn't have done. And that's something I hope that happens in the next Call of Duty. You know, I don't want to see them like every year overly just flooding it with weapons. Like, it's not cool. It never was cool that we have 100 weapons in this game, you know? It just isn't. It's just so much to manage, dude. And I am curious to see what they do with Warzone over a 3-year span to keep it exciting. I'm honestly shocked that Warzone actually survived almost the full 3 years. It's honestly surprising that it's going to survive an entire 3 years without a massive majority of the player base just straight up quitting. 3 years later, still having an active 200,000 players is pretty impressive. honestly. All right, when it comes to solos, dude, you get the majority of your kills, I believe, in game and early game. Mid game, dude, like look at this. There's 13 enemies left. Where do you think they're going to be at? It's really hard to tell where the fuck they're going to be at. You know they're going to be Capital. You know there's going to be a team by Bunker. You know there's going to be a team up here. We just shot at a guy that's going to be up here. But other than that, dude, rotating around like this, it puts you in a vulnerable position. I honestly do. I love taking balloons and solos. Most players in solos can't beam you in the sky. As long as you're not just floating in your parachute, you're pretty safe. And it's the easiest way to spot movement. UAV. Oh my god. I gotta say this. I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings in my YouTube videos. If you camp these towers, bro, I'm gonna be honest right now. You're ruining the game, not only for yourself, but for everyone else. Don't beat this guy. This guy here has a 0.4 KD. Tell you right now, and I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just being honest. Like, you're ruining the game for other people. Your job up here isn't to get kills. It's just to piss us off and get us killed in third party, just like we were. We got a heartbeat instead, lit. And here's another thing that pisses me off. He's sitting in this building and he was ghosted. For a very short span, they had ghost balanced. If you sat in a certain area for a long period of time, for a few seconds, you pinged. There's no reason for this man to just be rotating in a little hallway and be ghosted. This is wild. I'm very happy there's no perks in Warzone 2, right? There's still no perks in Warzone, or they changed some shit. I'm very happy there won't be perks in Warzone 2, because, dude, gross. Imagine playing Warzone with no ghosts. Ooh. Daddy. Look at this shit. Look at it. What are we doing? Again, he's playing too passive. He's going to get himself killed. He's playing the edge of the zone. The zone's going to force him off the hill, which means what? He's not the parachute, which guess what? Everyone's already be rotated into these buildings, watching the edge for little Timmies like this to run in. So guess what? No matter what, if he walks down the street, if he rotates, if he floats in, no matter what he does, I'm almost positive he's going to get clapped. Now, it just depends if enemies are paying attention or not. The heartbeat doesn't even reach that boulder, fam. What are we heartbeating in the open for? We spotted an enemy. I can't wait to see what these players do in the heartbeat since there's a battery. I just hope the battery actually runs out fast enough. Like, for every enemy it picks up, 10% gone. That'd be... I need to go back and watch some Warzone gameplay to see how the battery actually works. Or if someone in the comments can let me know. Oh, I thought I was gonna break his ankles. Oh God. And it honestly amazes me the amount of players that play like this. If I had to guess of active players right now, I'd say 40% of players play like this. I mean, and y'all think I'm fucking crazy. Dude, we spectate this daily. Rebirth, Caldera, Verdansk. This has been an ongoing battle. And one of the reasons why I still do the spectating series is in hopes one day these guys will be like, you know what? I want to be better. And they'll go to YouTube and they'll say how to get better at Warzone. And then this bald, sexy bitch will pop up and they'll be like, man, he looks like he knows what he's talking about. He's got glasses. He's clearly a nerd. So then they watch the video and lo and behold, they become a better player. That's all I hope and dream for, is for players like this to go out there. Because I played like this in PUBG 7 years ago. I played like this in H1Z1. I remember what it was like. I know the fear. And I never got good until I started playing with better people who forced me to stop playing like this. The moment I was told to not do this and I started just dying because I was getting more aggressive, eventually I started putting myself in these bad positions, but I started learning how to work my way out of them. I started, instead of playing this and getting one kill, I started learning how to solo squad, solo trio, rotate around, read the zone. Like this is doing nothing for you, homie. You might win the game, but I'd rather die 100 times in a row and get better at the game and win more consistently later on than play like this for 3 years. There's just no reason for it. He's actually checking the bush after he heartbeated it too. He is hugging as much as he can, bro. He is terrified. Has he got a ghillie suit on too? He does. He does have a ghillie. He's got the ghillied out. He's got a ghillied out UGM. He's got a ghillie suit on himself. This man was born for this type of gameplay. And again, play how you want, bro. But I promise you, ain't no player out there that doesn't want to get better. There's not a single motherfucker out there playing this game that's like, I'm so happy I don't hit more than 5 kills. It just doesn't happen. It's a competitive game. People want to be competitive. If you like this type of gameplay, you know what's for you? Daisy. Daisy. That's a fun game. No hate to Daisy at all. It's a survival game. You got to play very Tarkov. Another one, bro. Like you'll love that game. I promise. He's still in it, bro. Did he just heartbeat it 7 times? He's still at the house. Weird, didn't reach the whole way. All right, so there's gonna be a guy in the lighthouse, I would imagine. I mean, oh, never mind. That's out of zone. Beamer, no! Run to cover. You're gonna get shot in the back. Oh, you're lucky the guy in the house didn't look at you, bro. It's a 1v2 right now. God, I can't wait for guns to have recoil, bro. You got 70 bullets. Start looking. The house is rotating in. You're literally blinding yourself to allow him to rotate safely. He's got to walk across an open area. This is an easy kill for you. You just got to look. Just peek. Don't heartbeat it. Peek it. Come on, man. Just a little bit more. Come on, bro. Just no. Go back the other way. To the right. Yeah. Straight. Just tiptoe in your Jordans. Come on. That's the gas. Your heartbeat in the zone. He's waiting for the enemies to kill themselves for sure. He's waiting for them to kill each other off. But again, dude, look where we're at. I doubt the circle's coming back our way. We're on the edge of the map. I highly doubt it's coming back our way. It might, but I think it's going to favor anywhere but us, which means we have to work up. This guy's got the only building. Let's see. Fucking weird. All right, so the enemy's probably still playing the wall. There he is. No, shoot him. Shoot him. He's on mini-map. What? No, you got it. What do you... Bro. Hey. It is 7 o'clock at night. I thought it was about these sweaty lobbies. Weird. They get kept us. Who would have called that? Oh, no. Oh, he's... Oh, he got stuck on the rock. Oh, no. If he would have gone to the left a little bit, even fun. Nice pre-fire. Whoa. Beautiful. All right, dude. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. Look, but again, constructive criticism goes a long way. If he ever watched this video, he's gonna be like, damn, Savage is a dick, but Savage is right. That whole time he played scared, that whole time he played like that, did it work? No. The enemy literally called a cluster precision, whatever it was, identified himself on the mini map, and instead of us just looking with the UGM and shooting with the UGM, we whipped out our binoculars to call in a cluster that did nothing. That did nothing but identify us to the rest of the map. 3 years, homies. This game's been out for almost 3 years. I'm trying to get you out these bad habits. I really am, because I promise you keep playing like this, it's eventually gonna quit BRs. eventually he's gonna be like, nah, I'm over it, I quit. So guys, get it together, stop playing like this. But until next time, man, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone. Wolfpack, again, thank you guys for watching the video in its entirety. I really appreciate all the support you guys have given the channel over the past 3 years. Thank you guys so much for the constant growth and the constant laughs. Again, the purpose of this channel is not just to make people laugh and hopefully enjoy the spectating, but also to teach you guys to get better. If you guys would like some other videos related to this, make sure you click these videos over here. But until next time, man, y'all have a good one and good luck in Warzone.